Okay, after the blanket first, Kathy, let's update everybody on BC against Alberta.
Well, Jim Cotter was lying 2 in the 4-foot, and Brendan Bottcher had to make a double on his first, but he jammed on the back. Lots of looks to see whether, in fact, it is Cotter and his team lying 2 or 1. But when Jim do right behind the lid, that is the stone that he's most worried about. Needs to get right to the face of it to score.
From the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, with Darren Molden calling Thiessen Martin on the brush.
Right to it.
And right to it. And there you go.
Very nice.
And we know that Alberta is guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. We just don't know if, in fact, they will be part of the 3 that move on. Will they be in a tiebreaker? That will sort out throughout the evening. All right, let's update BC against Alberta. You see Laycock is, Steve Laycock is holding the brush for Jim Cotter. And we also do point out that the 3-time Canadian, 2-time world junior champion Tyler Tardy is in and throwing the lead stones tonight.
He is, and for Jim Cotter and his team, they are red. They are already lying shot. On his final stone, Brendan Bottcher made the freeze on top to count out other BC stones. And so for Jim, trying to raise his own onto the lid for the second point.
For Alberta, all important because a 3rd loss for them would put them into that mix, that blender that would start up if you get a New Brunswick win. So they would very much like to stay at 2 losses. Well, Laycock gets his single. In a 1-1 tie, it's BC against Alberta. Key for Alberta tonight is to try and stay at 2 losses. Brendan Bottcher.
Well, for Brendan, he had a chance to hit and stick for 2 on his first, and he did, but he rolled his shooter way over and grouped his stones together, and Jim Cotter got rid of both of them in a double on his final. So facing 2, this is the force. He needs the 4-foot.
You can go.
No, line's good.
Okay, no backing anymore. Clean. Clean. Okay, good shot.
Very nice. Draws the edge of the button tee line for the single and a 2-1 lead.
Stay down.
Good.
14. Good try.
Playing awesome, Case.
Sir?
Playing really well.
Yep. Just clean. Just clean.
Final stone, looking for the blank.
What? Throw in.
And there it is. So we'll put another blank on the board. Here in 5, we're midway through. 2-1 Manitoba.
Just a hit and roll on that red, Dave.
I don't even go hair tighter.
Yeah,
Right.
we got a score, so step her up tap.
So middle 8-ish. Same as, you know, all those taps you guys played?
Yeah.
From Winsport Arena, all part of Canada Olympic Park. In the bubble, Canada's curling capital is Calgary. Been a while since we've been here, Kathy. BC against Alberta, 2-1 Alberta, and there's been a lengthy delay.
Well, there has been a lengthy delay. Right now, Jim Cotter is hitting to lie 2. After Steve Laycock shot, he was frustrated, and he banged his broom into the ice and didn't mean to put a divot in it, but the foam didn't hit the ice. The plastic did, and a huge chunk came out in a path that most rocks go over as we watched that settle for 2. And the frustration was for Team Alberta, there was no way they could throw over the path. So they stopped play, they brought the ice crew out, they tried to fill the divot. Greg Owasco had left for dinner. They called him and brought him back to the building. They've run rocks over it and tried to flatten it. And to create conditions, they talked about moving them to another sheet. Officials asked them to consider replaying the end. And to all of those, Team Alberta, and I think rightly, said, no, we're the non-offending team. We would like to finish this end out. But it has been a 45-minute delay. And giving up 2 is probably going to rattle this Alberta team after such a long delay.
Now, and keep in mind, again, you know, we talked about the importance of the game for James Grattan to force a tiebreaker. You know, Alberta's at 2 losses. If they should drop to 3, and
Yeah, you're right.
Comfortable with this
New
one?
Brunswick wins, they then get into that possible tie-break mixer, and you're trying to avoid that. So critical for Alberta as well to win their game and stay at 2 losses.
Yes.
Well, after that lengthy delay, they're back at it. Laycock, Bottcher, final stone for Alberta.
And Alberta is still visibly struggling with what happened in that delay in the game. Brendan Bottcher on the first was trying to draw around a corner guard, went through, something that we haven't seen all game, and Jim Cotter buried around another guard. So being forced here
Just sweep the
in
way.
this end needs to get full 8 foot.
It's curling.
It's right in the middle.
Line's good. Line's good.
14-7. Nice shot, Skip. One.
So to tie it 3-3.
Okay, guys, we need a good 4 here. Let's go. Let's get a force.
Gotta win.
And there you see, that's
He's not shaking you
low,
off
right?
at this
Just
point.
dead nose.
that's
Dead
Darren
nose,
Moulding.
but, like,
He just
millimeter
tries
low
to
is fine.
settle them down in a little
Like, it does not hurt us to roll
the age
a
and
millimeter
experience
inside.
of
Yep.
Darren
Brian knows
Moulding
it.
to calm his skip. So we go back into 3-3 ties. They play 7. And it appears that Alberta has a little pressure on BC.
They do. It is 3. Brendan Bottcher made a really nice hit and roll, but he rolled a little bit too far, creating that pocket for Jim Cotter. So he can get to the lid, the opportunity for 1. But it is 3 that he faces.
Again, this game way behind because of the 45-minute delay to repair the ice.
Line's good.
Cotter and the team from the Vernon Curling Club, Alberta, Brendan Bottcher, Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
You move it. It's on it. It's on it. It's on
I
it.
could use the sweep break anyways.
And on it, it is. Wonderful draw.
Not a lot.
He rips this out.
You can't do that.
Real close, yeah.
I'd rather just roll it out.
And 1 game remains on the ice. This game behind the others, of course, because of the 45-minute delay to fix the ice. And so we'll pick this up in the 8th with BC leading 4-3 and Alberta playing the Yellowstones. They do have the last rock, but shot rock does belong right now to British Columbia.
Look at the angles of those 3 yellow. You ram it back, the top one stays. The middle one goes to the right and stays. The back one takes out the shot rock. Trouble for BC here.
And this was, feel bad for Steve because he's not normally that kind of guy. He certainly wouldn't do it. And but his was his broom slam that caused the delay.
Well, and it was interesting because he went over to apologize to Team Alberta, and they even said to him, "You're the last guy that we would expect to have that done." But it did happen, and it did definitely rattle Alberta, who has been scrambling to try to get themselves back to the form of the first couple ends.
Got it through.
Good.
And he'll get rid of 2.
Very good shot.
Oh,
Get it back here now. Get it back here. Get it back here.
what a wonderful brush. What a great throw. Oh, no. And it'll crash out there.
Shot.
Get by there. Can you get by the one top 8?
Clean.
Nice shot.
Can you get inside? Oh, very nice for a single.
Attaboy.
That's as good as it gets.
The right weight.
Shot.
Get a deuce.
And there it is to the back of the button. 5-4 BC. Alberta has the last rock coming home. Bang, bang, coming by. Oh, there you go.
That one. Yep.
Oh, did it get it close enough? Got to angle it across. Angle as he got it. Betcha by golly. Wow. What a shot for the win. Alberta. Great line call by Darren Moulding.
Yeah, baby.
They pick up 3 and win it 7-5 your final. What a finish.
Hey, Brady. Woo! Woo!
Unbelievable. To cut it across the top and run it back.
Gotta get by the guard. Brilliant line call.
To finish 6-2, and BC and Jim Cotter will leave the Brier at 3-5. What a night to end the round robin A and B pools, and now we turn our attention to the championship pool here at the Tim Hortons Brier.